Pop out the chat. Apothecary Cow, hello, hello, welcome in. Welcome to the live stream. Getting everything set up here. How's the day so far? It's going pretty good. Pretty chill. Philip, welcome. Getting everything set up here. I was hoping to have a video out this morning, but I decided I would release it tomorrow. It's going to be the Artist Arcana video we worked on earlier in the week. But yeah, so today's going to be another just draw on viewer suggestions. If you did not suggest one earlier in the week or on the viewers comments, the community page, you're welcome to submit one now. But we got a big list of things to draw today, so we might as well just jump into it. Probably warm up with a rugby sketch. Go from there. Okay, here we go. Whoop. Have you made a pick yet? Just jumped on. I haven't. You know, we're gonna start with. I gotta warm up a little bit here. Make sure I remember how to draw. Draw rugby real quick. Corvus, hello, hello. Boys, girls, and squirrels, huh? I got a big fat squirrel that's been eating my. Well, I was gonna say eating my bird food, but we have a water fountain. A little bird bath. There we go. And we've been putting bird seed in it that the crows have been eating. And there's a big fat squirrel that just jumps up, scares all the birds off, and eats as much as he can. So yeah. I'm not super excited about using the bird bath for food, but I don't have much say in the matter, so the birds seem to like it. The cats like the birds, so I got no reason to complain. Health update. My eye is slowly getting better. It has now reached a point where I can kind of see through it, but now it just feels like my glasses are always dirty, and it's very annoying. So good thing, bad thing, but I can live with that. Seems like improvements are going to be slow. I don't know what kind of rugby this is today, but it's a mood and I like it. I released some shorts this week. They seem to be going okay. This is the wrong pen. I'm using the wrong pen. This is my frog pen. That's the frog. That's the frog pen. Now to use the real pen and see what happens. It's exactly the same. It's fine. Via or Via with a V? Okay. Baja? Baja? There might be Baja. I don't know. No, that's J. B-A-J-A. Interesting. I thought it was going to wire you to the wall. Oh, weird. I'm scared. I'm scared of caffeine. I really want a drink because I didn't sleep well last night, but it's probably the last time when I should drink caffeine, so especially since I've just given it up. What kind of juices? I'm a big cranberry dude. I like cranberry stuff, but I haven't bought any recently. Yeah, I can't have grapefruit. Is what happened? Come on now. Why isn't Corvus being heard? Am I talking to myself? Oh no. Oh no. It says it should be working. That's very strange. Corvus, give me a few talkie talks. For some reason, yeah, it keeps like disengaging, and now I can't even access it as an option. And now it should be fine. Talk?
Hello?
What the actual poop is going on here? Yeah, okay, I think that worked. Give me another one.
Hello?
There we go. Now you can all hear Corvus's wonderful voice.
Okay.
Energy drinks. Baya coffee beans.
Yep.
Makes you tired. Weird. Now you're all caught up.
In my case.
So my humble suggestion or request, a wood elf druid with her treant companion. I never know how to say that word. Like when I read it, it's like I say Trent, but that's not how it's spelled. Takes the shape of a large four-legged horned creature. We have like a deer druid, a woodland deer druid. I kind of like that one. I'll put it down. Regardless of how I like it or not, I'll put it on the list. But I do like that one. Oops, that's the wrong list. Let me copy that out. We still have so many, so we're probably going to be drawn for a while today. So we'll be hanging out. I'm sure you get that kind of request all the time. I actually don't get too many wood elves. I really like drawing elves, but yeah. I get a lot of bugbears and a lot of Minotaurs, yeah. Todd Bomb, hello. Welcome in. I feel like I've turned Rugby into a Pokemon.
Alright, this is going to be a very deep and way back pool.
Okay.
But did you ever watch the movie Evolution?
Oh yeah, no, I love it with David Duchovny. And I can't remember the other guy's name.
On this Rugby look like one of the creatures.
Did you know they turned it into a cartoon show?
Yes, I did.
Freaking...
I believe I watched it like a few times.
Oh man, I love David Duchovny for a long time. Oddly enough, I've never seen Californication though.
I only really knew him from X-Files.
Yeah, I mean that was his big thing. I want to believe.
Like the fact that I didn't really know his name, and I just referred to him as Mulder all the time.
Sure. It's really funny. I went back a few years back, and I decided to rewatch X-Files. Like, he was super hyper, like 90s masculine. It was weird.
Ooh.
Like they would show him reading Playboy, and it was a weird sex symbol thing that I did not understand the first time I watched the show. Of he was supposed to be really, really sexy and cool, and I'm like, what? Totally missed it.
Yeah, no.
Very toxic.
But again, we were probably kids when
yeah,
we were watching
exactly.
it, so we wouldn't have picked up on what they're tossing down.
Lizard, hello. How are you today? I think Rugby eyebrows make a big difference. For those of you that haven't seen the YouTube for those of you who have not seen the YouTube shorts, there we go. That's a very well put together sentence. Let me know what you guys think. I made a whole bunch of little puppets, and I wanted to use them to make YouTube shorts, so I did. You're good. Good to hear. Good to hear. We get a little shading on this rugby, and then we'll start drawing some stuff. The way this normally works is I do have the list set up. I'm going to roll a dice, and we're going to see what the dice want me to draw. This is a very strange rugby. Are we doing Pathfinder every other week, or are we playing tomorrow?
I think we're playing tomorrow, because I think Druid said he's got his stuff he had under control, so.
Good.
And he's already had this one planned out, so.
Right. I need to read the chat more. Bad about that. I have like 1,000 Discord servers, and I need to start paring them down. I can't.
Start muting some of them.
Oh no, a lot of them are muted. I just have so many that I get lost. I get lost.
You could put them in a folder.
Oh, I have many folders.
Oh.
I have many folders. I seriously have like 50 plus servers.
Jeez, I think it's time to leave some of them.
Each one of my friends made their own server, and now it's just like can't leave them. Just have to organize them better. I have one called Garbage Pass, and all it's for is for me to send stuff to myself on Discord. So it literally is just me and myself on a different account, so that I can send stuff to myself. Actually, it might just be this one account now that I think about it. Let me look at this. Yeah, I'm literally the only person on that server. It's great. Okay, there's a rugby. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on before people start getting bored. Let's see what we're gonna draw today. So I have 23, so I'm gonna roll a D20 and a D4. And if I roll 24, I'm gonna do number 1. That's how we're gonna do this. Crap. I rolled, what is that, 8? A male classic tiefling. Red skin, yellow eyes, horns curved backwards over his head. Blue hair. I don't know if I'm going to draw any of that, but we'll find out. He's a necromancer who is nerdy and playful, with a plague doctor outfit. Now, see, if you have a plague doctor outfit, it doesn't really matter what they look like. Because, like, if you're wearing a plague doctor outfit, you can't see the goatee.
Those are like, unless you have the mask like hanging down on the chest.
Right. Which that just sounds like, hey, draw me 2 faces, and I'm not down with that. Complete with the beak mask, yeah. Tiefling in a plague doctor. All right. We can draw that. I think we can do it. Happy Gobo. Yeah, Happy Goblin. Hello. WJ, how's it going? I use the personal Discord channel to store links too. Yeah, it's great, especially like if I'm on my phone. I can just like copy something I'm seeing, put it there, and then I can go to my desktop and it's right there. Super easy. All right, here we go. Shake it out. Shake it out. Here we go. I'm drawing stuff today. I'm gonna try to do some really, really basic shapes here. Just get things set in where we want them. Ooh, I wonder how the mask would work with the horns. I feel like those would get in the way. I guess you could just have like a face mask instead of it being like a over the head. Clip it on. Maybe they wrap around the horns. That'd be cool. Okay, new idea. I know they said classic tiefling, but can't have a classic tiefling and a plague doctor mask. Gotta unify and be awesome.
I do what I want.
You don't want. You don't know me. That was an old poll.
You.
I haven't watched South Park in probably 10 years, 15 years.
I've never watched it.
But like YouTube shorts have just been like throwing clips at me. I feel like I know exactly what's going on. I was watching an interview with Matt Stone and Trey Parker, the creators of South Park. This is an old interview, but they at one point in time wore dresses to some fancy event. But they had made an agreement that they weren't going to talk about the dresses at all. The entire thing. So anytime any of the like interviewers or newscasters ask them about it, they're just like, "Oh, it's so lovely here today. Like, look at all these wonderful people." And it was really funny seeing like a super cut of all the times they just avoided talking about the fact that they were both wearing dresses to this event. No, I thought that was great. Those guys are bonkers in a good way.
I never was a really particular fan of their style of comedy, so I never really watched it. So.
Oh yeah, it's all just like hyper satire and they're just trying to get rises out of people, right? Like they're poking fun at things that they think need to be poked fun of. Hypercritical. Which is part of the reason I haven't watched it in so long, because it's like at the end of the day, it's like I don't need more. I don't need the things that are already like making me mad in the world. I don't need reiterated at me, which maybe is why I should stop watching the news. But
yeah.
I feel like I draw Plague Doctor Mask. Sorry.
Like Gabriel Iglesias.
Man, I haven't seen anything by him in a long time.
A show on Netflix that was pretty good.
Oh, does he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, where he's like a high school history teacher.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of his comedy shows back in the day. I think we're gonna go really dark here. Try to get a cool silhouette going. He's the I'm not fat, I'm fluffy guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I just liked how he didn't talk about political things. I was like, thank you. I just want to have a good time while watching comedy.
Escapism, I like it.
Yes.
Have you seen the D&D movie? I haven't seen it yet, no.
It's not out yet, is it?
They did like a, basically if you were a Prime subscriber, you could go to like, they had pre-releases for it. So you could go see it on like the 19th. Which was their...
theaters are giving out like a big giant D20 popcorn bucket.
Funny.
It's like, I want it, but that'll probably be $20 plus the ticket.
Yeah, it's like, hey, how can we make this thing that costs a nickel? How can we make people pay $20 for it? Fill it full of popcorn.
Yep. Because AMC theaters are just so expensive when you try to get anything.
It's one of the reasons, like, I'm a big video game nut, and I don't really feel bad about like paying for a subscription if I'm playing something a lot, because alternatively my friends are like, let's go to a movie, and it's like, I could buy a game with that. I'm gonna not do that. So plus I make badass popcorn, and I refuse to pay for someone else to make popcorn for me.
I rarely even get popcorn. I generally will get like maybe nachos or a pretzel.
Did you know you can buy the cheese that they use on those at the store for like $1?
Yes.
It's not cheese, but I love it. And I used to trash talk it. Yep. I used to trash it all the time until Anthony Bourdain said he loved it too, and I was like, I can finally be myself.
Thing is, the only reason processed cheese exists was because Swiss chemists were trying to find ways to preserve Gruyere cheese. And so they were like, melt it down and add this little chemical, and that will stabilize it and keep it.
What if we polymerize it and turn it into a plastic?
Then America took it and ran 1,000 miles with it.
I gotta say, I really like American cheese for things. Like, when I want cheese, I won't go for American cheese. But, like, American cheese on, like, a breakfast sandwich or...
Burger.
Yeah, on a burger. It's just good. It's just real good.
Kind of the big reason why American cheese even exists is burger joints, when they eat cheese that melts easy and not gets greasy.
It's only 11:30 and we're already on the food, so we'll see how this stream goes. No, my friend got me what is it? There's been a big push for like culinary food sciences. Like, it's trendy to do stuff that's a little more chemical than not. Like the dry ice cream stuff. Microgastronomy, yeah. But there's a cheese, which you guys have probably seen the product of this, a cheese additive that is essentially just a specific kind of salt. I think it's potassium based. Doesn't matter.
Cheese salt?
That makes the cheese not re-solidify after it melts. And so, like, that was all over TikTok and stuff a while back, because people were just like, look at this gooey cheese we made. It's like, you've made a cheese sauce. Nice job. But I bought like a huge bag of it, and I was like, I'll try this out. And I put some in, and I read the package wrong. You're supposed to put in like a tablespoon per cup of cheese, and I put it a teaspoon, and I put it in a tablespoon. It was the saltiest cheese I've ever eaten in my life. And it almost made me a little sick. What's that?
Saltier than feta?
I don't know what the words are.
I think feta is.
Oh, okay.
Feta
cheese, gotcha.
Said saltier than feta?
Yes, much saltier. I destroyed this cheese with this stuff, but it does work really well if you want to make like mac and cheese with a generally hard cheese. So you can have like really dense cheddar mac and cheese without having to like water it down with cream or anything. It's really neat. It's a really neat thing, but you got to be careful with it. If people are interested, I'll go look at what it is, but it's.
I think the guy from Binging with Babish used it once.
Most likely, yeah. I would bet that's where my friend probably got it from, because he really likes Babish. He was just like, this is amazing, you should get some. And I was like, all right, I'll buy some. Why not? It's cool stuff.
Hey. I And the whole micro stuff isn't terribly new. It's been around for about almost 15 years now.
Yeah, but like I see restaurants now popping up.
Yeah.
There's a dry ice cream shop in the mall, and
It's become more available to everyday people.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not something you just see on the Food Network or anything anymore. It's it's out there.
I watched a lot of Bizarre Foods growing up, and it's like really common in like big foodie cities like in Spain, France, and Denmark.
I forgot. Like, as soon as you say Plague Doctor, I just stop. Everything else turns off. It's just like, it's like, what class is this supposed to be? It doesn't matter. Oh, Plague Doctor.
I don't remember a class.
They're supposed to have blue hair, which I obviously have not done.
Oh, you've done it in blue. So.
Yeah. And they were supposed to be red. Big problem is I just don't usually color things, so.
Yeah. They may not have known that, so.
Yeah. I draw a lot of Plague Doctor masks and birds from the profile because it looks better. Anytime you take a picture of a bird straight on, it just looks silly.
They were a necromancer.
Necromancer. We can add some necromancy.
Coal on the hip.
So my players on Wednesday discovered that they are simulacrum. But none of them knew what that meant. And that was really funny to me. So we'll have to figure that out next week when we play.
Your Tower of Ashwant?
Yeah.
Players?
Turns out they've been simulacrums this whole time.
Wait. I think is that what everyone when they died they turned to goo?
Mm-hmm. I thought that was going to be way more apparent than people gave credit for, but apparently not.
I've played one session with you, and it's like weird.
Yep.
And when you mentioned like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You all turned to goo.
Good afternoon from Brazil. Well, hello, hello. How are you today? Celio? I said that right. There's a lot of good stuff coming out this year for games and
new Diablo game coming out in June.
Yeah. I really need to watch the D&D Direct that happened a few days ago. But like the Rule for Combat guys, their video is labeled the day D&D died, and I was like, why is this a bad thing? Don't understand. So we'll see. Digital tabletops, I think, are great. We'll see what makes them upset. But I don't know. I don't know how people feel about that. You can always play D&D at the table.
Yeah. I highly doubt they're going to start forcing you to play online. It's like, no, you cannot play D&D and call it D&D if you're playing in person.
Eventually there will be a day when D&D books only come in PDF.
Yeah.
But that's because books are going to be too expensive because there's no trees. So I don't foresee that happening anytime soon, but it'll happen. There will be a day when that happens.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they'll just start printing them on coconut leaf paper or something. I love coconut pick. I have a couple of coconut sketchbooks. They're really good. They have a nice texture. That was a weird train of thought. I apologize to everybody.
Bamboo paper.
Bamboo paper's great. I said coconut, but it is bamboo. That's what I was thinking of. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. I said that, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I might have a coconut husk book. Like the paper's made out of coconut. But I was thinking of bamboo.
Okay. That's, if I remember correctly, that was some of the earliest paper outside of papyrus was made of bamboo.
I always forget that vellum is made out of leather. That weirds me out.
Super stretched and scraped thin leather. That's why medieval books kind of last forever.
Mm-hmm. Unless they get eaten by rats.
Yep.
Games, grubs, and guns. Man, it looks good. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're doing viewer suggestions today, so if people haven't put forth a suggestion this week on the community post, you're very welcome to submit one here in the chat, and I'll add it to the list. And then we're going to roll some dice. I think I'm about done with this one, so we're about to move on to the next drawing. See if I can add some more, like, wild curls here. Guess maybe traditional tieflings don't have poofy hair, but I don't care.
I mean,
this one has poofy hair.
you can have any type of hair you want.
Demons! Yeah. Alright, I think I'm done there. To the list! To the list.
To the bat boat.
To the bat boat. Bring your shark repellent. 14. Half-orc barbarian with 4 arms and a star-shaped scar above his heart. Okay.
So...
Goro?
What was that guy's name? Yeah, Goro. It's like, what was that dude's name who got kicked in the nuts?
He kind of looks like an orc. I could see that being a...
Inspiration?
Was he a demon? I never really understood where he...
Obviously he's from Outworld.
Okay.
Like, king of the subterranean realm?
Oh, he's a mole man.
Yeah, I guess. Immortal combat. He's a Shokan.
Anybody who's got the deep Mortal Kombat lore, just let me know. Please explain Goro to me.
Oh. Apparently he's half human, half dragon.
Okay. You know what? Not what I expected.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Don't know what I was really looking for.
Because that's half... Just clicked on the wiki. It's like, what's a Shokan? Like, mighty race of half human and half dragon warriors that live underground.
Very weird. Very weird. Do dragons live underground? Or do they, like... Did they spawn with the dragons and then move underground? Jolene, hello. How are you today? You're doing well?
Maybe they were pushed underground by different people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are the dragons hiding their shame, or do they just live underground?
I don't know. I was thinking that the foreign people were pushed underground, and
we will rise again.
but apparently there's a tiger-looking one too.
Oh,
That has 4 arms.
interesting.
Because apparently there's a comic.
Oh, that makes total sense, though. How are we supposed to get exposition into our game? What if we just make a comic about it? Nope. Drawing orc lips is hard.
Guess that kind of depends on the orc style you're going with.
Yeah.
Because, like, wild orcs have very... How can I say this? Meaty lips?
Sure. I mean, part of the reason that orcs are always like yelling, because like closing their mouth is just a horror show. Trying to figure out how any of this works. Maybe I should just start doing that. I don't know. What did someone say to me once? They said that all of my drawings either look stoned or really sad. And I was like, yeah, sure, I can see that. Maybe I need to start doing a little more dynamic face posturing.
Always see tired, but I guess I could go stoned as well. I'm not judging.
Do all my characters look tired? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Dang.
Is that you self-inserting yourself into the character?
Maybe.
Always tired.
Always tired. Nope, that's much worse. I don't like it. I think I made his nose too weird. I have a shorter nose. More of like a... There we go, that's better. Bigger jaw muscles.
Hello, Jolene. Wonder who I'm going to take tomorrow.
That's better. Okay, that took way too long for me to draw a face. But, you know, that happens. That happens sometimes. I didn't even give him hair. What kind of hair should we give him? If you had 4 arms, imagine the braids you could do.
I was thinking of like a big old high top ponytail. Like the Zuko hair.
Does Goro have a big old ponytail?
Goro?
I think he might.
He might. He does. I didn't realize that.
Well, whatever. We done did a thing, apparently.
We made fan art by accident.
Yep, I've been tricked. I've been tricked into the fan art again.
Well, his is just like kind of a short ponytail, so you could just make it a longer braid.
Got a barbarian here. What's up? She rises? She rises. Hash Brown, how are you today? Welcome in.
Oh, way up, she rises. Way. Okay, yep.
Is that a song reference I don't get?
Yes.
Got it.
It's an Irish song.
Ah, okay. I think all of the Irish songs I know are just sung by Flog and Molly, and that's it.
I mean, it's a decent band, so.
Yeah. I had an opportunity to go to a bar with them once, and I didn't do it.
Did you regret not going?
Yeah, I've never regretted it, but I've always been curious. They weren't like, hey, Rook, come to this bar with us. They were like, hey, everybody at this small club that we're at, let's just go over to the bar across the street after the show. So it would have been like me and probably like 50 other people at a bar with them. And I was just like, yeah, I'm good. But it was a small show. It was a really small show, and they just happened to be there, and it was awesome. But
that's cool.
Bars were not my jam. How's everybody's art projects, D&D games? Anything new and exciting happening? What you making now? We're making a 4-armed orc. Gendry Tarkovsky is making a new show that's a mix of D&D fantasy and steampunk called Unicorn Warriors. Nice. That's cool. I saw, what was the thing you posted yesterday? Maybe that wasn't you. I think it was, though.
Oh, also, Gidry is also the person who did Samurai Jack.
Ah, nice. Okay. There's a new Critical Role thing. It looks kind of cool.
So,
seems like they're just writing their own radio show, which is great.
Well,
like, there's nothing wrong with
they
it.
bought it.
Oh, okay. Critical Role bought so they can produce
like,
it. Cool.
Yeah, they I guess it may have been something they've been working on for a while, but it was something that was already kind of a thing, like a podcast series.
Still, that's cool. Like I think Critical Role is a great media, like a media company. I think they're going to take care of the people that make it. So that's cool. I hope they do a lot more stuff like that where it's. I don't want to say
branching out.
Yeah, they're definitely moving away from, just singular one show thing into doing other content, which is cool. And like it's a great growth for their company. And I think because it's owned by, industry people, that I hope they stay pretty grounded with it and let people do some really cool stuff. I don't expect them to not do that. So.
Because like they've put out like a little type of card game now. It's like a narrative sort of card game where you're like you can do little adventures with 2 people.
Cool. Haven't started the campaign, by the way. I'm a player. Okay. Don't have enough time to start it. I have to start the campaign soon. Nice. Somebody was posting looking for players in the looking for players chat, which I thought was great. Maybe they put it in the D&D chat, but on the Discord, someone was looking for players for something. I'm glad. I hope the community starts finding games to play and stuff. Unicorn Warrior Eternal. Nice.
I didn't realize he also did the cartoon, like 2D, Clone Wars Star Wars show,
Yeah.
and Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah. Oops, that's not quite right. I done donked it up. Let's fix this real quick. This arm should be like up here. It's very brutal and amazing. All right. He made Primal too. I remember Primal.
I assume Primal was like a wordless
Yeah,
show.
it was. I think it had a very Samurai Jack feel to it, but I remember way more violent. All right, I think that's probably a good place to call this guy. Give him some nice shading in here. You ever played Risk of Rain 2? It's a very fun game. Yeah, I've played Risk of Rain 2. I played the crap out of it. I have to put the caveat in though. I generally really don't like super RNG heavy things, and so I was actually really turned off on Risk of Rain 2 for a while until I got the there's one of the artifacts you can get that whenever you pick up a power up, you can choose what it is based on the color. And that completely changed the game for me, because like then you can start building actual builds and like try things, and if you fail you can try that build again, and I think that makes the game way more fun. So I've beaten the crap out of that game only with that with that artifact. I've never played the game as it like originally intended with like a no artifact run. So for those of you that like, on my recommendation, if you pick that game up, go find the artifact that lets you do that.
Unless you're okay with RNG.
Yeah, unless you just like, dumpster trash runs. I'd like to play this game, but I don't want to think about it. It's like, why are you playing this game then? Really heavy RNG games just make me upset. So I need to keep that as a caveat. That's why I prefer things like Call of Duty Warzone over PUBG. The RNG gods just screwed you this game. That could be fun. Not fun. Not fun to me. Okay. This bad boy's done. Bad boy is done. We're rolling the dice. A 1. Oh my god, we actually get to roll a 1. A vicious vixen that oh, somebody already did that one yesterday.
Yes,
Wednesday.
Burning did that.
Yeah, Burning did that one. Shatterkai Warlock Whisper Bard. Daniel Day-Lewis vibes? Patron is a stylized after a gambler. I assume he's wearing a suit? Is that where I'm getting from that?
I never really do they mean like Gangs of New York Daniel Day-Lewis? Abe Lincoln Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yeah. This company man in here. but it also says gambler. So like, there's a lot of there's a lot of options to go through here.
Because like Daniel Day-Lewis is an actor.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have Bob.
Was he in oh, Gangs of New York? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was the butcher dude.
Periodically uses shadow blades and psychic blades. Stylized after his gamblers. Historic company town owners. I'm gonna give him a mustache. I'm just gonna give him a mustache.
Sounds like they want Gangs of New York style. Daniel Day-Lewis.
Gangs of New York. Shadow Warlock. Here we go.
I've watched it once.
I watched it once when it came out, yeah. Rec Room, I've not played that.
Oh Jesus, 20 years old.
Welcome to the rest of your life, my friend.
No, I just didn't realize it came out that long ago. Like, I thought it was like came out like 2010 or something. That's remember when I was seeing it.
I have that problem with like things that came out in the year 2000. Just like, oh yeah, I remember that coming out. It's like, oh shit.
Because to me, it doesn't have a 2002 vibe. It has like a mid 2000 vibe.
Sure. You gotta think like 2000 was Matrix. I think part of the problem is like around that time, so many like sagas were coming out.
Yeah.
Like, so there was about a 10-year period of time when a Star Wars movie, a Matrix movie, and a Lord of the Rings movie was coming out for 10 years. And now I think the same thing's probably going to happen with the Marvel movies, because like the original Iron Man movie came out 2004. Is that right? Like it's been 10 or 15 years of Marvel movies now. I think maybe 2006, 2007 was the first Iron Man movie. 2008. I remember seeing one of the like the trailers while I was doing I was doing 3D modeling, when I was learning how to do 3D modeling, and it was just the armor, the suit was mental ray materials, and I was just like, I know how to do those. I can also apply a brushed metal texture to something. It was pretty great.
Yeah. And then like 3 years later, Thor came out.
Yeah.
In 2011. Because I was on a weekend-long field trip, and me and my friend went to see it.
Nice. Whoops.
That's weird.
Hmm.
I didn't realize that. So, the guy who directed the Thor movie is the guy who played as Professor Lockhart in the second Harry Potter movie.
Oh, funny. I didn't know that either.
I didn't know. Yeah. Also, was the main guy detective on Murder on the Orient Express.
Hmm.
And Brannick. But also, here's a Daniel Day-Lewis picture for you.
Yeah, I'm totally. I'm using it. Using it for reference. Trying to get a shit-eating grin as much as I can.
God, he was such a terrible person. That character.
That whole movie was just not great. I mean, like, it was a fine movie, but like, yeah, none of the characters were like, oh. I knew a bunch of
there was
guys
no
that like,
hero.
yeah, I knew a bunch of guys that were like idolized that movie because they thought they were, you know, want to be gangsters, and I'm like, you guys are idiots. Like, all of these people who are in this movie are villains. I just want you to be aware of that.
Like, just ever so slightly exaggerated how that time period in New York was.
Just stereotypes, racism, and hate.
Yep.
Not wholeheartedly different than what we have today. I need information about the Shadow Kai? How did I say that?
Shadow Kai.
Is it
They
Shadow Kai?
I am not sure if they mean
Shadar.
Shadow Kai,
Shadar.
or the older ones, which were just kind of shadowy humanoids.
Yeah. Because the old ones were also, they were just like people from the Shadowfell, right?
Yeah.
Like they were shadow figures, shadow people.
Yeah, so basically, like, Silmar would be like the old version of a Shadow Kai.
Mm-hmm.
And the new ones are kind of just
Elves. Just dark elves.
elves
Yeah.
with like gray skin. Well, less gray skin, more just like drained of color.
Okay.
They were also fond of using spiked chains as weapons.
Neat.
Because I remember seeing them in the 4th edition book, and they got like
Mhm.
proficiencies or whatever in spiked chains.
Nice. I've always pronounced it Shard Arkai. I've never pronounced it like that, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, I used to say Shadow Kai, but I think that's a Netflix thing now.
You mean Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai, yeah. Shadow Kai might have been from Ninja Turtles. I'm not sure. I do like the giant stovepipe. We're gonna give him a big stovepipe.
Hang on.
Type in Shadow Kai into Google and see what pops up.
What?
Or see if, you know, the FBI guys are like, hey, stop looking at that. Shadow. Yeah, okay. The Shadow Guy.
Oh, so you may be thinking of Shadow Khan.
Shadow Khan? Okay.
Which are the Shadow Ninjas in Jackie Chan Adventures.
Yep, okay. Yep, that tracks. That is something that I would have in my head.
I just typed in Shadow Kai and it just showed up Shadow Kai. It's like, okay, so...
Bad day, bad day, bad day. I love that show. Jake Chan's great.
I really liked Uncle.
Yeah. It's not one more thing. It's just another thing.
More thing.
Warlock A. I've forgotten what the patron was already. Oh, gamblers. I'm gonna give up. Give him a card.
It's like Warlock, College of Whispers. Very much evil style of bard.
Yeah, very dapper. I need to get better at drawing coats. I need to be better at drawing clothes in general. Tis a difficult thing.
I'm now picturing this guy as like Twisted Fate's rival in gambling.
Tell me more about the Whisper Bard. It's all about deception, right? Deception and
fear.
Fear.
They get a lot of fear abilities. They can use a bardic die to basically create like a little temporary psychic blade attack. Also, if you dispatch someone, you can steal their shadow and use said shadow to disguise yourself. And you also get like their surface level memories, like things that they would, not their deepest, darkest secrets, but like, you know, maybe close friends and family and where they live.
By disguise, do you mean you can turn into them?
Yes.
Okay. Very shadow people-y. I like it. It fits the Shadow Kai very, very good.
They also get a thing where you could talk to someone and basically fear them without actually needing to like say anything intimidating. But
oh, I have that feat on my poppet.
see how does it
It goes along with my polished eyeballs.
go?
If I look at somebody, I can intimidate them. It's great.
Your shiny eyes.
Mm-hmm. Essentially shadows, yeah.
At 3rd level, they get words of terror, so you can infuse innocent-seeming words into insidious magic that can inspire terror.
Bless
So
your
you-
heart. Uh-oh.
Yep. You can speak to someone for at least 1 minute, and you can attempt to seed paranoia and fear in their mind. And they are frightened. If they fail, they're frightened for 1 hour.
All right. I think I'm about done with this one. We want to get this hat a little color.
I think we got Seattle's rain today.
Oh, probably.
It is
We've had
pouring.
dark, dark clouds floating over us and just shooting by because the wind is so blustery.
I mean, it's highly unlikely because they'll have to go over to Rockies, and
Yeah.
most of it won't make it here.
Utah's catching a lot of it. Getting lots of snow. All right. There's my dapper fellow. I think that's pretty good. Pretty good place to call it.
He's a Dapper Dan man.
Dapper Dan, man. Nat 20! Oh, that means it's the last one we added. A wood elf druid with a tree end companion. Nice. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Basically drawing a wood elf
Yeah,
druid.
we don't
Normally do
do
pets.
companions.
Because it's 2 people. But we might be able to mix in some I like the wood elf druid with
Antlers?
yeah. We might be able to work some of that in there.
I'll be back.
Okay. Ooh, how zoomed in am I right now? No, I'm doing pretty good. Moon elves, yeah. Like dark elves, but on the surface at night, nature lovers are not evil. Are we still talking about the Shadow Guy or Moon Elves? Welcome in, by the way. It's pointing out that aren't Shadow Elves and Warcraft Moon Elves basically the same thing? I guess so. I think the Moon Elves might be closer to the Astral Elves, but no, I guess not. I mean, the weird thing about the Warcraft Elves is they essentially are all the same. Whereas but yeah, no, I guess that's a good enough analogy. Like comparing Warcraft lore and D&D lore isn't really a great example. But separate, they're pretty good. Like they're all really good story things. So if you take one of those over the other, I think that's a good way to compare them. The Zeths, huh? I don't know the Zeths. Naga and High Blood Elves are the same as Moon Elves, sure. I mean, yeah. The Warcraft lore is real weird.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Grab me a slice of King's Hawaiian bread.
Nice. Zeth Soul Knife on the adventure. Definitely this to ascension to Godhood. Nice. That was pretty awesome. Now I got High Blood Elves mutated, used arcane magic. Moon Elves only use nature, considered arcane magic horrible, not the same. Sure. Okay. So then moon elves are more technically akin to high elves, and high elves are more akin to the Shadowkai in D&D. That's the issue I'm having, is that like the way that the comparison of the two is not clean. It's not a clean thing because of the way that the Warcraft warping of magic and shit happens. It's like that because the elves, you have the elves in D&D, and then you have the all the sub races are essentially just elves that lived in another plane and adapted to them. So like they kind of absorbed magic. Whereas D&D, you have like the Titans, you have the what the hell is her name? The lady that turned everybody into the Naga. The old gods. And the elves just kind of existed. The elves and trolls, I think, were the only ones that were native to the world until everything went bonkers. And then you had alien dwarves show up, and then you had like the Warcraft universe is awesome, but like it's convoluted in comparison.
Yeah.
The Zeph. Oh right, the Zeph are like similar to the shoot. The people that hate mind flayers.
Yes, the Gith.
The Gith, yeah. Which are aliens once again. So like
Yes. Quite literally aliens.
Yep. Shadowkai are residents of the Shadow Realm. Dark Elves and Drow are residents of the Underdark. Shadowkai are the Tomb of Darkness. While Drow are cursed by the Lilith. Yeah. So just comparing Moon Elves to like Moon Elves is not, you can't do it. The D&D stuff is different, but there are equivalencies. You can definitely, if you want to use like a D&D character in or a Warcraft character in D&D, you have to look and see kind of which one is the right one. That's my issue, is they don't match up 1-to-1.
Yeah. Night elves would be wood elves in D&D.
Yeah.
And like the Nightborn elves would just be like a top of high elf.
Yeah, because like even the Drow, right? Like the Drow are a really cool example of elves splitting off and just adapting to their environment over like thousands and thousands of years. Because they're like they weren't corrupted by magic. They weren't mutated in any way. They just lived in the Underdark for so long that they adapted to it. The concept of the characters is that she is devoted to wood and trees, so those elements work perfectly. Good. Yeah, I want to give them like wooden horns here, and then I'm probably gonna just do like a big silhouette of a creature behind her with horns. I think that'll be cool. In the dark elf, I speak for the mushrooms. 3 and 3.5 had RPG books for Diablo 2. Yeah, I do actually have one of the Diablo 2 campaigns somewhere. I'm gonna have to bust that out sometime.
Play on Amazon.
Yeah. Amazons are great. Oops. What happened? See if we can make these look a little more plant-like. Give her like an actual... She's covered in leaves or fronds. Instead of a... I think I want this to be fur. We can really go through and kind of define that up. But these should definitely be like leaves. So we'll try to give them leaves or feathers. Try to give them a little more defined shape. I have to channel Druid here to get these branch horns the way I want. Druid does a lot of really good plant creatures.
Talbot is wondering if you take quests for monsters.
I do. The only downside is like I try to keep them. I generally ask for like a class and a race, but because otherwise it's just like there's a huge monster manual that people are just like draw this one monster, draw this one monster. And it's like I'd rather have a character, right? So like that's the only downside to it. So if you make it a character that's not just draw a goblin, you know, I'm okay with that. So that's your challenge. If you can make an interesting character out of a monster, I will definitely try to draw it. But no mimics. No mimics or things that just look like other things, because then I'm just drawing other things. What's up with the Carnotaurus? I think the last few lizard folks I've drawn have been Carnotaurus, unless they were all from you, Lord Dio, which is totally fine. But I feel like the last few lizard folk I've drawn have been Carnotauruses. Is there a new Jurassic Park movie come out or something? I'll put it on the list, by the way. So is that what people want? They just want a lizard folk without arms?
And just play the dinosaur.
Yeah, just play a dinosaur at that point. You think no capes? Well, I'm sure Edna got real sick of people asking for capes. It's probably the same response. You know, eccentric artists don't want to draw the thing that everybody wants them to draw. It's the same vibe. They call me the Edna Mold of the D&D world. I think people like the idea of playing a Dino Folk. That's fair. And I think that's pretty cool. I think the Dinosaur Druid is one of my favorite druids. If you guys haven't played that, I recommend it. I think there's a lot cooler dinosaurs than the Carnotaurus, but maybe not. Maybe that's just me. I don't think I've ever drawn like a Stegosaurus lizard folk. That would be pretty cool. What's the... There's a saying out there, like, people only want the predators. People only like... only want to play predators in games. Don't want to play the Triceratops.
Humans are predators, so
I guess so.
I guess easier for us to relate to.
I just want to graze for hours. Just, you know... Let me find those sweet, sweet munchables. Grazing simulator. Make it happen. Somebody make it happen. Dinosaurs are cool. Yeah, dinosaurs are cool. It's a giant reptile bird cow. Ooh, that's an interesting thought. Is the Triceratops... I don't think the Triceratopses are in the same lineage as birds. Are they avian? I don't think they are. I think they went into lizards.
They just got beaks, is all I remember.
They do have beak. The beak has evolved many a time. Carnotaurus is a theropod, like a T-Rex. Two-horned focus. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I've drawn the Carnotaurus as a lizard folk many times. It's a common request. Trying to make every dino a bird. Tell that to modern paleontologists. No, I think the thing is that birds are the closest remaining relative to dinosaurs. But there are avian dinosaurs. There are certain types of dinosaurs that evolved into birds, and there are certain types of dinosaurs that did not. Because unfortunately, dinosaurs is too broad of a term.
Yep.
Because dinosaurs describes several different creatures throughout many different epochs. Like fish. There's avian dinosaurs, which did descend into birds, and then there's non-avian dinosaurs, which I think they just all died off or became reptiles. Somebody look up what the non-avian dinosaurs were. I spent a lot of time on this one. But I also like it. Happy with where it's going, so. I bought, in my quest for just silliness, I bought a whole bunch of tool bags yesterday. And I'm going to try to dissect them and start making, like, canvas bags. So we'll see how that goes. I want to make like a toolkit for all my tools. Like a whole bunch of different bags for all my tool sets. It's going to be great. I don't know why I just thought of that. Probably because I was drawing a pouch, but I now realize it's not related to D&D in any way. So, sorry about that. Let's see, you have hadrosaurs, the duck-billed dinosaurs that look cool. Sauropods are the long-necked dinosaurs. Well, those are different types, but like, I'm still looking for the like the collective groups. Are sauropods a collection of a bunch of different types of dinosaurs, or just those one specific breed?
Sauropods are like the Brachiosaurus, the Dilophosaurus.
Okay, so it is a genre of dinosaur, a whole family group.
Yeah.
Okay. What did they
Basically,
descend into?
very long neck, tall dinosaurs.
All the long dinosaurs are sauropods. Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. It's like nothing evolved out of the Triceratops.
I think Triceratops were around during a mass extinction event, right? Like that was kind of the end-all be-all of it. Because Triceratops started as tiny little cow monsters, and then eventually got to big wolf people. And then I didn't know what happened after that.
Yeah. They were there at the final end, so they were the last known non-avian dinosaur.
Okay, gotcha.
Became extinct.
There we go.
Probably found something on it.
So Triceratops, not birds.
Yep.
Got too big.
Bones too dense.
Got too big, bones too dense. Yep. Didn't survive. Okay, there you go. This is the druid with her bramble monster.
Again, I think most of the ones that did survive would have been the smaller ones.
Yeah, correct. Same thing with
able to scavenge from the larger animals.
There was I think the last time I read it was basically like being able to scavenge, hide in less brush, like the low scrubland brush was kind of the things that survived, and then like cave structures. And so the larger creatures that couldn't basically conserve their body heat by huddling and making homes just died off. They couldn't survive it.
And kind of the story kind of like what happened with during the Paleolithic period with like the larger things like ground sloths and mammoths.
Yeah, megafauna just
like,
couldn't survive the change.
Yeah, because bigger you are, easier it is for you to survive colder weathers. At least if you're a mammal.
I rolled a 2. A female changeling. This is homebrew, so I don't know what that refers to. Phantom rogue. Maybe the phantom rogue part. Okay. Able to phase through walls, objects, and creatures. If you're not in the mood to draw a changeling, feel free to draw them as a race if you wish. Nope, I'm going to draw them as a changeling. It does sound like you just made them a ghost, though. So, a ghost changeling's pretty dope.
And it's something that the Phantom Rogue can do.
Okay, so the Phantom Rogue is normal? Phantom Rogue is a thing that exists? Okay.
It's one of my favorite rogues.
Nice.
You have ghosts that talk to you.
You can actually talk to ghosts.
Kind of.
Nice.
One of the early things is, if I remember correctly, due to all like the ghosts that are around you, you can like get temporary proficiency in skills.
Very cool. Okay. It's kind of like the Pathfinder spiritualist? That's not right.
I mean, yeah, that.
I think that might be the right.
Or spiritualist or the medium.
Medium. Yep, that's the one. Medium is really cool. Jumper played one of those. That was really fun.
You also can get little soul trinkets when you kill someone. And You get a few bonuses, and you could expend the trinket to like recall their spirit to do speak with dead.
I like that one. Yeah. Maybe that's where I should blend my puppet.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I think a poppet, like a medium poppet, would be really cool.
Yeah. Maybe look at one of the archetypes. There's a few kind of ghost-related ones.
Might do that. Makes you a living ghost. Yeah, I've played a few undead characters in Pathfinder, and the ghost one still looks really fun. Anyone watching the weather? There's an icy storm behind covering most of the central U.S. at the moment. I've seen a few things about it, but I haven't actually been looking too tightly on it.
Yeah, I'm getting probably the outer edge of it right now.
You guys have to cover up your potatoes?
I mean, they're already in the ground, so they'll be fine.
We've had really bad wind. I've been thinking about covering up the beans.
One of the things I really like about the Phantom is one of their first abilities is called Wells of the Grave. When you do a sneak attack, you can select a second creature 30 feet away, and they take necrotic damage.
That's awesome. She stabs somebody so hard it hits the person next to him.
Yeah. I think so you basically roll half the number of your sneak attack die, rounded up, and the second creature takes that damage necrotic.
In the Critical Role animated series, in season 1, they get hit by some shades, I think. And every time they get hit by them, they just start like bleeding black goo from their eyes and stuff. I love that effect so much. Like, that is how I imagine like psychic damage happening. Someone just like going into your brain, and you just kind of like hemorrhage out. It's like, ugh. It's good. What's up, Lunch Cat? You all right? I need to go feed them. And it is 12:30, so I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break here, everybody. Hang tight. Let me go feed the cat real quick. Get up, stretch. Look away from the screen for 20 seconds. Hang tight, everybody. I'll be right back. Come on, cats. Yeah, come on, cats. Come on. Let's go. Okay. Nope. It's not right. Leather armor. What does leather armor look like?
No, this is not a real answer, but like honestly, kind of anything I've seen ridiculous looking leather armor and sometimes pretty reasonable looking leather armor. So
Yeah. It's like, should it be
sky's kind of
functional
the
or
limit.
like a BDSM suit? Those are the questions.
Yep.
I think about like old scuba suits because they were made out of leather. And it's just like, ugh, gross.
Oh.
Like, that has to be so uncomfortable.
No.
So uncomfortable and so heavy.
Oh. I know like old bathing suits, like from the late Victorian period, were like made of wool.
Oof.
I'm just like, why? Itchiness.
It's like an alien or it is a changeling, yeah. This is what changelings look like when they don't look like something else.
They're putty monsters.
Yep. Did they ever explain why Rita Repulsa could make putty people? Is that something in the Power Ranger lore?
Was it actually her, or was it just one of her henchmen that was making them?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't really remember Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I watched like there was a YouTube, like a 30-minute YouTube poop about like how dark the real Power Ranger comics are. And I didn't pay attention to it. But
well, it's not just like the comics, but like the original Japanese ones are also pretty.
I
I
mean,
won't say edgy, but
yeah, so Zordon's supposed to be some like ancient general for this galactic war, and it's like, and now you just have teenagers fighting some crazy witch on the moon. Like,
yep.
How the world has fallen. So yeah, I kind of want to know that. I kind of want to know more about the Power Ranger lore.
It gets pretty crazy some days.
Because it really does feel like Rita Repulsa is just like yelling at her old boyfriend. Damn you, Zordon! And he's like, go, my weird high school kids.
My child soldiers.
My child soldiers have superpowers.
Yep. Apparently, Netflix is doing a movie. I think it's a movie where some of the old cast members of the original are playing Power Rangers again, and Rita Repulsa comes back, presumably, but she has like this weird, creepy iron mask on. And kills one of the Rangers. It's like, oh. Interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
I ruined with a guy in a suite who was really into the Power Rangers, and he watched like the original and like the original Japanese.
I always forget that it wasn't originally in English. I need to, yeah, that would be interesting to check out. I told you guys I started watching the Kamen Rider, right?
Yeah.
It is campy and strange.
I need to watch it then. Because Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is not the first Power Rangers.
No, it's based like, and even Power Rangers itself is based on Senkai. Is that right?
Sentai, I think.
Sentai.
Yeah, that's what they're referred to in Japan. Because the first one that came over to America was Mighty Morphin.
Yeah.
But that was like the third one in the series, the whole run.
We need to summon Bry. Someone bring forth the orange candles.
Super Sentai was.
Super Sentai. Yeah, there we go. And what was that actually? Like, what was the? Was it just using the Power Rangers stuff, or did it have a different theme?
So basically, Power Rangers just kind of like took all the action sequences, kept them, and did English voiceovers, then added like English actors in the scenes where they were out of suits.
So it's actually, sorry. So it's actually the same footage. I thought they redid I thought they redid some of the footage. Because I knew like the fight scenes sometimes feel like the film grain would change. And it's like, did they? This isn't from the same show. What's happening?
They probably did. In some cases. So it was Power Rangers started with a partnership between Toei Company and Marvel Comics.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And the original premise was to create a Japanese Spider-Man TV show.
That's right. I remember that. There's some good memes that came out of that. I still have to be right back on it. I'm sorry. I think I'm about done with this character, but I'm also eating lunch. I made some turkey, ground turkey taco meat. And then I had bow tie pasta. And it doesn't taste great. It's not great.
Oh.
It's probably the worst thing I've cooked in the last month. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out about it, but that's all right. I'm gonna eat it and I'll make something good later for dinner. I think I'm about done with this. I don't know what else to add to it. I'm just kind of adding texture at this point. I'm gonna kick you in the face and then become you.
Okay, so yeah, I was right. Mighty Morphin was the first one to come over, and it was originally a second and third seasons of Super Sentai.
Interesting. What was the original? Was it the same premise? That they were like high school kids?
I don't know. I would have to like watch it because I know like Rita Repulsa and Zed are in it.
Yeah,
but it's like
Kamen Rider's really weird because like everybody knows each other, and so when they have those weird moments where they like pan to the evil council and they're talking, they're like, "Hey, go beat that guy up because you know him," and he's like, "Yeah, all right." It seems very like low stakes, and then they go murder each other, and it's very strange. So it's very strange. All right, I'm rolling the dice again. I'm gonna draw something else. 12. Huge, full-blooded orc with pig face and huge belly. Uses unarmed fighting style. trying to find a picture. I don't want to accidentally draw. What is it? Bebop? Is Bebop the pig from Ninja Turtles?
Oh.
Where did I put my pen? There it is. I really do love the Moblins. They're just so silly. Right. When's the new Breath of the Wild come out? I don't remember now.
Here's the Kingdom. May 12th is the initial release date.
Dang it. Ways off. Oh, it's Friday. I'm excited. I have no idea what I'm going to do tonight.
I was like, what are you excited for?
Just week's done. I'm going to try to finish up the video tonight so I can release it either tonight or tomorrow. Maybe get another short done. I have a lot of new subscribers, but my videos still don't get that much traction. It's very strange. So I don't know if people are finding my videos like after the fact. Or what?
Yeah. YouTube is a fickle beast.
Yeah. If I've got a whole other month, I might replay Breath of the Wild. Hell, I could replay Diablo 3.
Yes.
It's probably a season I haven't tried. That's so Skip Cat. Sometimes he'll just wake up and like claw the shit out of the carpet for no reason. He's just like just crawl across the floor, digging into the carpet.
What are you, a form of stretching?
Probably. He's got a scratching post.
I mean,
Oh, hold on a second. Now the cat's screaming. Okay, he stopped.
Dude.
Just ran into the other room and just woo woo. Get lost.
Where am I?
I'm alone. Hello, Skip Cat. What's up? Oh boy. Yeah? These cats are just wound up. What happened? It's raining outside. They're losing it. F's in chat. I haven't seen anything typed in a while. I'm worried my chat broke. That or people just don't like this orc. That's not an orc.
It's Fignosuke on steroids.
Yep.
I wonder how much the Trinity Blood series will cost.
The Trinity? What?
Trinity Blood. It's an anime.
Oh, okay. People are over here buying animes, and I'm buying toolkits. I bought a nail gun with my tax return money.
Get the complete series on Blu-ray for $25.
Nice. I walked around my house last night, just like, what do I need to nail?
Such a no man.
I bought it for a purpose. Some of my cabinets were falling apart, and I was like, I need to just either take them completely apart and redo them or re-nail them, and I don't own a nail gun. So I finally got that. Then I did that, and then I was just like, well, that took 10 minutes. And I was just like, what else? What else do I need to use this on right now? And then that opened up like 5 new projects. Because it's like, oh yeah, I can fix the trim in the bathroom. And I was like, I should just take this trim apart and like completely redo it. Oh, Skip Cat's in a basket now. Hold on, I gotta take a picture of this. Go ahead, cat. Do the thing. No, he's not gonna do it. Oh yeah, he is. Pretty cute. Pretty cute, dumb cat. I'll post a picture of it in the Discord. F is for friends who do stuff together. Laugh! Hello. Yeah, these cats are wound up. I just fed them and now they're just like, oh, what do we do? Okay. I don't know what else to do for this pig man. He's a barbarian, so I could give him like a shoulder pad. Maybe a big old... I was going to give him some skulls and stuff down here.
Big old wrestler belt.
Yeah. Except he's an unarmed fighter, so I kind of want... I guess boxing. You can have a boxing belt too. Unarmed fighter could be wrestling. That would make sense.
Did don't use weapons.
Yeah.
So.
No, you're right. You're right. Give him a butcher hook? I don't know if that's allowed. I'm completely unarmed except for my butcher's cleaver. I think I'm just going to move on to the next one. That's a fun little pig orc, though. I just don't know what else I'm going to do right now. Give him some tattoos, I guess. He's a barbarian, so yeah, we'll give him some tattoos. Your character's being drawn, yeah. We're making them very piggy. These moblins are great. I could give him the Pignosuke eyes, but...
Not sure if they would want to pick Nosuke out.
Right. Ooh, that's what we need. We need body hair. Yeah, the D&D works. Pretty good. Alright, I think that's about where we're going to stop there. Let's grab another one. 5. I already drew that one. Forgot to remove it from the list. Maybe we'll just... 6. Continuing on my Plasmoid army. Plasmoid Way of Mercy Monk. Dapper fellow in a plague mask and a top hat. Oh my goodness. Why? Why do people cover up their characters with plague masks?
Well, that's the thing about the Way of Mercy monk.
Yeah, they need them. You're right. You're right. You're right. All right. Here we go.
I mean, I don't like that about the Way of Mercy monk, but...
No, I can do something cool with it. I can make a cool... plague doctor ooze. Ooh, actually. Maybe I can make a cool plague doctor ooze. Considering they don't need eyeballs.
Yeah.
But if you're a plasmoid, you also don't need a plague doctor mask. I think most oozes are immune to poison.
Maybe it decides to morph its face into a plague doctor mask.
Yeah, that's good. That's creepy. Are you my mummy? That was a Doctor Who reference. I guess that was just a gas mask, though. Still spooky. Something unnerving about a gas mask child. What up, cat? Mm-hmm.
Like if I had to give a Way of Mercy monk mask, I definitely would not do a plague doctor. That's just me.
I think I'd go like
Overeat.
blank face expression or something.
Yeah. Like they list a couple of options. Like you could do a comedy mask, a tragedy mask, a butterfly mask. Go really creepy, a skeleton mask.
It doesn't look very monk-like. I wanted to like vary, just like kind of droopy. I feel like we need a little bit of, yeah. I feel like we got to turn the hips at least a little bit. You just gonna start causing trouble, Skip Cat? Yeah, that's your plan?
I feel alive. Let's go to trouble.
I think the storm outside is freaking him out. Pixel just bolted through the living room again. Rocket Cat. Character suggestion: a gnome merchant wizard in rich robes with an exaggerated Marvel Wolverine haircut and upturned and pointed sides. Oh, with upturned. Okay. I mean, I'll put it on the list. Can I not? What's happening here? Hold on. It's really hard to use the pen. Just use the mouse.
YouTube dying on you? Or your pen dying on you, I mean?
No, I have the pen set up so I don't... Oh, no. Man, what is happening? For some reason, when I put the YouTube chat on my Cintiq, it just doesn't function the way it's supposed to. Like, shortcuts don't quite work. The selection tool doesn't work. So I have to, like, move it to the other screen. And then copy it. And then paste it. Yeah, you need to chill out. What's your jam? What's up? You bored? You just need me to play with you? Is that all you need? Give me pets. What do you want? What do you want? Let me go see if I can run him around the house or something real quick while I try to figure this out. I will put that on the list for sure. I just lost the chat. I'm just gonna write it out. Oh, apparently it's not. It's my. Apparently it's not my keyboard freaking out. It's what the hell is this called? Spreadsheets. My spreadsheet is freaking out. The list itself is broken. It has the thing written in the cell, but it doesn't have the text showing up. So that's interesting. Because somehow it got changed to white text. Neat. I solved it. I solved the problem. I don't know how that happened. Everything's going weird. Yeah. The old white text.
That happened to me.
I found the chat again. Okay, we're fine. I'm gonna go give Skip Cat some attention real quick. Sorry about the quick be right back. And then I'll be back and we'll keep drawing stuff. So give me 1 second, everybody. I gotta take care of this cat. Maybe give him some tuna fish. Is that what you want? Yeah, he's touching the tuna fish jar. Alright, we're gonna give him some tuna fish. Hold on. Hold on a second. Alright, Skip Cat. You gotta sit. Sit. Alright.
Hello, Bri. How are you? I was someone lit an orange candle. What was that for? I think it was when we were talking about Power Rangers earlier. Go go Power Rangers.
Okay. I was alerted that someone lit an orange candle. Yes. Yeah. Hi, Bri. How's it going? Hope your day's going well. We had questions about Power Rangers, and I thought you might be able to answer them. Why can Rita Repulsa control putties? Where's the putty come from?
Oh, okay, so it was her little henchman who made them.
Moon Mud, molded by Finster, if I remember correctly. Okay. And then what was the other question we had? I was oh, in the original Japanese show, was it high school kids that were getting recruited for these intergalactic wars? That seems dark. The Way of the Mercy monks, I always want to give them like a tabard or a whatever you call these. Monastic.
Apron things?
Yeah.
A scapular.
Scapula, yep. Monastic scapular, that sounds right. Seems like it would fit the Plague Doctor too, so let's do that.
Yeah. Because I know I was watching a video about it, about like with Jeremy Crawford, and he was talking like how they wanted to go a more kind of Western style type of monk character. So.
Oh, is that what they're based off of? That makes sense. The Way of Mercy.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, Plague Doctors, yep. I like that idea. Never saw it, but I would say teenagers with attitude would sound correct. There you go. Okay. I appreciate the summon response. I hope somebody left out some Halloween candy for you. as per the ritual.
I only remember one Orange Ranger. I don't think they actually called her an Orange Ranger.
Circus peanuts. I like circus peanuts. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I mean, so do I. I can replace their flavor though.
Yeah, it's like banana or orange, but like artificial. Some kind of artificial fruit. Tell you one thing, doesn't taste like circus or peanuts.
Yep, banana flavored.
Banana, that's what I thought.
They're banana flavored peanut shaped marshmallow treats.
I like all of those words.
Yeah, they say marshmallow, but they're more of like
Styrofoam?
no, like a divinity. Which, yes, then.
I love divinity. Like I used to make it all the time when I was a kid. My mom did, I guess. Like, I would help her with that. I haven't tried it since I moved out here. Supposedly it's tough.
I had it once, and I felt like I was gonna like go into diabetic coma.
Yeah, no, it's
because
it's just sugar.
Literally sugar. And these were like cherry flavored ones.
Oh wow, yeah, that was probably way strong.
Oh yeah, just like.
And offering a Pepsi works in a pinch. I'll remember that for next time. What's being drawn? Looks like an alien slime. Pretty close. Pretty close. It's a Way of Mercy plasmoid monk.
Looking at things, it's kind of pretty easy to make.
Yeah, I mean, it really, you need a candy thermometer is the, yeah, I was going to say.
The only, because you got to boil until it's the hardball stage.
Yep. I think it's literally sugar, vanilla, and Caro syrup, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you just boil it to a specific temperature where it almost hardens, but then doesn't quite harden.
And then you pour it into egg whites.
Yep. And it makes a marshmallow. It makes a really weird mellow thing.
Mm-hmm. And depending on how much air you bathe in, or like how much inverted sugar you use, will determine how gooey it is.
Yeah.
Because marshmallow / nougat are very weird like that.
It is pretty much a nougat, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You good, Skip Cat? Too much?
Okay. Don't pet me while I'm licking my butt.
Or my marshmallow seeds are still good.
Come here if you require healing. I'm good. Skip Cat, don't you do it.
Wonder if there's other flavors of circus peanuts.
Oh yeah, I've seen like cotton candy. I've seen like blue raspberry. I've told you I was not a chocolate kid. I didn't like chocolate growing up, so I ate tons of other weird kinds of chocolate or other kinds of candy. I liked licorice, like black licorice.
Yeah, I was gonna like ask for like clarification. Do you mean like black licorice?
Yeah. Oh, I love black licorice. It's so good. Good and Plenty's, which are basically just candy coated black licorice. Like I could eat those until I get sick. So good.
They're
flavored, or they're colored with bugs.
Yep. Or at least used to be.
Used to be, yeah.
I think it's actually cheaper to just use synthetic stuff now.
Probably.
If I'm going to eat licorice, I prefer like an Australian brand of licorice.
Yeah, those are really good. I buy that.
Can't remember what it's called, but I do. That's the kind I usually go for now too.
Because they're generally softer and less extreme tasting.
They still make a really good black licorice, though.
I'm definitely not going to go for salted licorice ever again.
Interesting. Salted caramel's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's my my ooze. Do you do like Swedish fish? Yeah, Swedish fish are good.
I really like the soda bottle cap candy.
Yeah, that's good. I haven't had that in a long time.
Really cheap dollar store.
Mm-hmm. Just chalk.
Candies.
Sugar chalk. Like
Really
sour.
like Yep. Sweet tarts and all that stuff.
Yep, sweet tarts are great. My go-to candy when I was younger was like sweet tarts, dots, or Good and Plenty's. I really like Mike and Ike's and like the cinnamon ones. Hot tamales. Now, those are kind of what I generally gravitate toward because you can have a few of them. Go along with your day.
I remember one I really did not like. I mean, there was a lot of candies I didn't like. Like the weird peanut butter candies. They're like black and white.
Yeah, those were gross. Like, whenever you get those for Halloween, you're just like, who are these people? What is this? Yep. Can I request a sketch of a gnome riding a boar with an axe raised up? Yeah, we can throw that on there. I guess since you tipped, we can probably draw that next. That makes sense to me, Alberto. Thank you. Yeah. What are we doing? So a gnome with a boar. Gnome with a boar.
And axe.
Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. I think I'm done with this one, though. I'm going to walk away from this one. I'll try to get a little shading on there. Okay.
Also, those weird, like, hard, chalky fruit candies, they were nasty, too.
Right, thank you for the $20. I appreciate that. Hard candies with a chalk on them, huh? I don't know what that would be.
Well, it's like, they were, like, fruit-shaped candy that was, like, coated in, like, some sort of sweeter coloring, and it was just, like, really nasty. It was like banana and apple and stuff like that.
I don't remember that one at all.
Oh yeah,
that's funny. Wait, do gnomes have pointy ears? I think they do.
I mean, they can.
I really want to like pull some Frazetta shit right now. I need to find good Frazetta. thinking of the lady riding the Panthers. Maybe that's not appropriate.
Runts. That's what they're called.
Oh, runts. Okay, I would not consider them. They are chalky. You're right. I love runts.
Nasty. Especially the banana ones.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was because my sister hated the banana ones, so I got to eat all of them.
Also, really like those really bad gummy fruit slices that are just covered in more sugar.
Yeah. Those are great. Let's see. Alberto, do we have a class for this? Cavalry? Druid? What am I looking at here?
Ranger.
Is it a ranger? She's got an axe. Sour Patch Kids are my go-to. I used to eat Sour Patch all the time until my tongue hurt. Thinking Ranger. Okay. So we'll go something. We'll go not heavy armor here. I don't know what boars look like.
Thick hide.
What do pigs look like?
Hang on. Hang on.
Yeah.
This one would be a good one. Pride doesn't beat me to it.
Bri, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Oh, that's a good boar. They have such long faces.
Oh yeah. And if they want a really weird boar, could always go with one of these.
Oh yeah, those are super weird.
Barbarossa.
Barbacoa, my friend.
Javelina. Which are technically not pigs, but they're pigs.
Hope everybody's staying safe out there with the weather. Ooh, twisters all up and down the Midwest. Didn't know that. I might just dig a hole in my backyard. Who knows? Make a storm cellar that maybe isn't registered with the county.
Does it need to be? Well,
I assume. Like, if I ever actually wanted to do that, I would have to go through the whole paperwork rigmarole.
Yeah.
Where I live is pretty snippy about that. How much is it going to cost? I don't know. Figure that out.
or they can do things up with your taxes about it.
Mm-hmm.
Property value. Got some of them javelina pigs on our property.
Sitting around and waiting. Uh-oh. You have wild pigs and you don't grow them? Go catch them. Go catch them, sell that as prime select meat.
I don't think we have hogs here, like wild hogs.
Oh.
If there are, they're probably in the western end of the state. Kentucky is not like Georgia where they just let them went wild. They're probably also all over Florida as well.
I don't know if pigs exist in Florida. I think they get eaten by alligators. I mean, I'm sure there's pigs in Florida, but
Checking up the Everglades.
swamp pigs. Swamp pig sounds like a euphemism for alligator. So, just like swamp chicken and swamp fish. It's just all alligators, all of it.
Swamp chicken are frogs.
That's true. That is accurate. You're right.
Florida has hogs, according to Todd.
Okay.
And I do specify hogs because they're most likely just pigs that got loose. Because just let a pig stay in the woods for 3 days and it's already a feral animal.
I no longer respect your authority. That must be what happened to everybody in Florida. Like, you just leave them alone in Florida for 3 days? They go feral?
Wild Karens. I mean,
Yep.
probably. Because I think, like, after like a month of being in wild, pigs will like regrow their tusks and just kind of revert back to being wild pigs. It's like, that's scary. Gunk
Wait.
pigs.
Hogs are to pigs as wolves are to dogs. Only the strong survive. We need pig chihuahuas. I take that back. We don't need that at all.
I mean, I'm kind of here for it. But that would just be piglets and then they don't stay small.
Yeah.
Again, javelinas are pretty small pigs. That are not pigs.
Just need capybaras. That's all we need.
Do we?
If everybody had 5 capybaras in their backyard, the world would be a much better place. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I love capybaras, don't get me wrong, but
Delicious. They're giant rats, so I assume they'll eat anything.
we're vegetarian, so. I think maybe occasionally they'll eat a snake.
I mean, deer and horses will eat snakes, so maybe snakes are a vegetable. Toy pigs are a thing. I don't think toy pigs are a thing. I think toy pigs are piglets. And then they turn into big old sows.
Yeah. I mean, there are small-ish varieties, but they don't stay small because humans tend to overfeed them and they become just chonkus.
Yeah, I'm not for sure on that. Maybe we should check that out before I say anything. But I thought like the whole toy pig craze was mostly a scam. But maybe it's just a lot of people got scammed. And now they just own pigs.
So, looks like they are strictly vegetarian.
Okay. Well, that only partially saves our problem then.
But they will, though they're not picky eaters, but they will not eat food that's too salty or spicy for them. So just like you.
Yeah. What that tells me is I'm not smarter than a capybara, and that makes me very frustrated.
I don't think it has to do with smartness.
They're just very picky.
This has to do with like, because they do like eat fruits and stuff like that, but I mean, the U.S. guy has capybaras in a way. They're a lot smaller.
You're talking about beavers?
No. Well, kind of, but there's muskrats and nutria.
Oh,
the
yeah.
deep south.
I think we got muskrats up here.
Might be. No nutria is an issue for people in the deep south. Like in
That's just big swamp
Mississippi,
rats, though,
Alabama.
right? Or are they a
Yeah.
type of muskrat? Should give this guy little tusks. Need more beavers, though. Everywhere need more beavers. Gotta get some land with some boars. And some beavers and some buffalo. That would be awesome. Sounds like I need to move to Canada. Is there buffalo in Canada?
I mean, does the Great Plains extend that far north? Probably.
I'm glad you like it.
So, if nutria are related to muskrats, they are like muskrat's southern cousin from South America.
Okay.
The Dutch called them beaver rats
Beaver rats, alright.
because they're from like deep south Southern America, like Argentina and Chile.
Interesting. I want to give her like some face paint. Change the eyebrows a little bit. Welcome back. I hope you're recovering well. I request a man of many books crying because someone has many books. The book man of wizardry. Okay, he's crying because someone else has more books than him? I'm a little confused. I can definitely draw a book wizard for sure. Human book wizard?
So I looked it up, and muskrats are not nutria. Muskrats are a lot smaller than nutria.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering.
Nutria can get about 2 feet long and weigh about 10 to 20 pounds. Muskrats are like 2 to 5 pounds.
Yeah, muskrats are just water rats, like
Yes.
little water
With like
weasels.
Kind of like a little fin-like tail.
I will put that on the list. Hold on a second, and then I think I'm about done with this one. So I think we're gonna move on to the next one. I'll roll the dice. What time is it? It is almost 2 o'clock, so we might get 1 or 2 more in here. We'll find out.
Interpreter.
Book wizard. Okay. One of the 2 books is the real wizard. Yep, that sounds like a mimic. Drow Bladesinger, female noble with short. Oh wait, no, Druid drew that one too.
Yep, you've never deleted them.
Yeah,
Apparently not. Male bugbear aberration? Oathbreaker, paladin, barbarian. Male bugbear aberration.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Wait, repeat it one more time.
Male bugbear aberration. I did not realize how small I drew that. I am so sorry. I just now zoomed out. That should have been like that big. It probably looked fine on the... No, it probably looked really small because of the way I have this set up. Because I zoomed in really far and then just drew it really small. I apologize. This was the last one before that pretty small too? They've been progressively getting smaller, is what it looks like. So, a bugbear aberration is the next one.
There's some good one.
My plasmoid sorcerer has never been Wait, do you already have one on the list? Business?
Oh, this one's from Bry.
Because we just drew a plasmoid. Maybe you drew him? I might have. We did the Plague Doctor.
Yep.
And yeah, we have about, I think we had about 30 suggestions this week, so. Ooh. Evil bugbear.
Yeah, it's Bry's request.
Oh. Aberration. Okay.
Here you go.
Oh, good God.
I just typed in bugbear aberration, and that was...
So we can just kind of go to town with whatever we want here for... just...
As long as they look like a paladin. Oathbreaker paladin.
What if we just made a giant gremlin?
I mean... I'm here for it.
I just follow in the rules. Get a suggestion every new Monday, or is it Friday? Every Monday you can, when we put the new post out, get a new one. I think it might have been drawn on Wednesday. Plasmoid Sorcerer? It sounds familiar. Check the Discord and draw on the Discord.
Yeah, I remember a plasmoid draconic sorcerer being drawn once.
Yeah, I drew that. I remember drawing that. Because we were talking about Elden Ring, because we gave him a big dragon arm.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, here's my thoughts. What if it's an owl bugbear? Corvus is really quiet on the YouTube channel.
Oh no. Oh no. So, can you hear me better now?
That's probably better if I turn it up a little bit. For some reason, the Discord audio was turned all the way down. It might have been that day that we had like 12 people in here. I just cranked down the volume. It was the other dude's plasmoid. Oh, that was the one today, yeah. And I don't boo it. It was good. I liked it. I think if it was the Dragon Sorcerer, then we already drew it.
Yeah, that was drawn last week.
Oh, was it last week? Okay.
Yep.
I want this bugbear's mouth to just be too big. And then it's the same thing with his arms. It's an owlbear, but their arms are just like infinitely long.
Give it a lamprey mouth too.
Just blah. I have to make it a paladin though. It's got to be a paladin. So.
Yep.
So we're gonna give it a
Evil
sword.
paladin.
We'll give it like. Give it a breastplate. And then the rest will just be terror.
Terror. Ours is if he was a furry abomination.
Let's see if I can get this shape right. The way I want. Whew. Should we give him feathers? That might be too weird. Might be hard to follow. It might also just look like an owlbear at that point. Which I don't think is quite what we want. Somehow my pen got smaller. Water tonight, 350 million G-Bus.
Everyone get your lottos. I could buy a cave.
You could. With that much money, you could build your cave wherever you want.
But Bri, I'm pretty sure Florida doesn't have caves. Too swampy.
350 million. Don't give a fuck. Build me a castle. It's in the middle of the ocean. Build it.
I had to install like water pumps just to pump out all the water every day.
What was the guy that had the eels in his basement?
Oh god. Yep.
Doesn't have to be a dry cave. It's just gonna be a cave. The swamp caves of Florida. Yeah, there you go.
Place where the skunk ape can live.
Yep. Is that the trick? Has Bri been the Sasquatch the whole time? Just not deforested. What's the displaced by all of the other Floridians taking up the.
All the old folks moving in from Florida.
Yep.
Not Florida, but New York to Florida.
Just trying to rebuild that natural habitat. That's the way to do it. I think if Sasquatch did live in Florida and people just started moving in, like, no one would notice.
No one would care. I guess I was wrong. There are caves in Florida. I would never expect that though. Yes,
The skunk ape is the Florida version.
Yep. Because it's supposed to smell like trash.
That's so
Like-
weird.
Yep.
Was the Sasquatch before or after Bigfoot when people called it Sasquatch?
I am not sure. I know that the term is like from like Northwest Native American people,
Okay.
and I think maybe some white people just kind of took that term and slapped it onto a giant ape man.
Because like, there's a guy out there who's like, I'm the guy in the Bigfoot costume from the first movie.
Yeah.
But like, did Sasquatch exist before the footage, or was that like the inciting incident that made everything go? Skunk ape is the Gulf version. Louisiana, Texas, Florida. We all got the stank squatch story. I like stank squatch. That's my favorite thing. Yeti, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, etc. Okay. Yeah, because Yetis are older, but they are. I don't know if Yetis are American at all.
They're.
I don't think there's ever been.
Because the whole idea of a giant kind of ape-like person
Mm-hmm.
being Sasquatch did not happen until that footage.
Interesting.
Because before they were kind of just seen as like wild, hairy men, but not like apes.
That is a scary skunk squatch. Because I know like orangutan means forest people because they thought they were people.
Mm-hmm. Because this is probably the oldest depiction of Sasquatch.
When's that from?
A couple thousand years ago.
Okay, so Sasquatch concept existed before Bigfoot hysteria. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
That was my question.
But they were kind of seen as like just wild giant humans.
Okay. Orangutans are people, putting them in zoos is wrong. I can agree with that. I mean, I'm on the fence about putting cephalopods in zoos, so I think orangutans I can wholeheartedly stand behind that.
Also, they go in and kill all the sharks and eat them.
Yeah, they do all kinds of weird stuff.
I just know an interesting thing about Yetis is you can technically get reincarnated one in Tibetan Buddhism. Because they seem more as like spiritual creatures instead of like real creatures.
That's cool. Now I'm thinking about it more like, what if the Sasquatches just had like got pushed out of their homelands and now they just live in suburbia? They just started shaving.
Harry and the Harrisons?
Harry and the Andersons? No. I mean, I guess, yeah, but I'm thinking more like I've met some pretty tall, skunky dudes.
Are they all from Florida?
I don't know if I've ever actually met anybody from Florida. Like, I'm as far from Florida as you can get. That's not true. I don't live in Alaska. I'm pretty close. 49% as far away as you can get from Florida.
No offense to the actual good people who live in Florida.
I'm trying to think.
I love those commercials.
Those are really good commercials, yeah.
Also, I do want a Sasquatch costume. I really wanted one for the longest time. I was like, oh, it's so expensive.
Yeah, you know, there's not enough furry people that want to be Sasquatches. That's all I'm saying. That would make the price of those costumes come down. You gotta start a revolution. You gotta make like a sexy Sasquatch anime. About a teen Sasquatch that wants to eat a rabbit.
I get where you're going. I was like, wait, what?
Netflix wants me to watch Beastars so hard. Like, it will just pop up on my TV like, you should watch this. I'm like, no, I'm not falling for that.
It's pretty good.
I'm good. They literally just took people bodies and stuck animal heads on top of them, and it pisses me off. So
That's what furries are.
it's weak. It's weak. Rookzer0 isn't a furry. Surprisingly not. As far as I can tell. Surprisingly not. He draws so much animal girls. I do draw animal girls. Yeah. We've talked about this, right? Maybe we haven't. Whatever. Sounds like Zombievers? I don't know what Zombievers is. Is it just zombies with beaver heads? Florida hasn't seen any Sasquatch, but there are plenty of people down there that swamp hoff gas. Swamp hoff gas. Swamp gas. Rook's power level is showing. I do like the Saiyan giant gorilla form. So good. No, yeah, I draw lots of weird, sexy monster girls and buff monster boys, but we're not quite there yet. Not quite into the drawing the furry stuff yet. I mean, I probably am without thinking about it, but like, I haven't specialized in that.
Oh yes.
Very furry. It's a V horror movie where beavers get mutated into zombies. Okay, that sounds pretty awesome. That sounds pretty awesome.
Night of the Killer Shrew is another one. Surprised there's not been a horse-related B movie yet.
Horse-related B movie.
Like cannibalistic horses.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think there is.
Yeah.
We've got Killer Cars, Rotten Tomatoes, Clowns from Outer Space.
Yep. Furball monsters.
Yeah, we got the critters. Vampires, zombies, werewolves, zombies.
Killer leprechauns.
Killer leprechauns.
Several.
If you get bit, you slowly turn into a beaver. That would be pretty funny.
Were beavers. Several snakehead movies. Which is a fish, if people don't know. A really old type of fish that can breathe air.
I don't know if I made this aberrant enough. I think this just looks like an angry bugbear.
Just had some squiggly little tentacles.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we should do with that. Giant snake versus shark movie, yeah.
Those are all great movies too.
What if he's got a tail? Crab claws? That's what the picture showed, right?
Yeah. Could go, like I said, crab claws could go, I don't know, type of scorpion tail or a snake-headed tail.
That sounds pretty cool. Lots of spider movies. Don't forget giant snake. Oh, his arms would work. Maybe some tentacles on his back. It's like a discount big bear. It looks like a monkey tail. It looks like I just turned him into a Super Saiyan.
Oh no.
Tentacles might be the way to do it.
Venom meat cocaine bear.
Venom cocaine bear. Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's definitely not YouTube friendly.
What's that?
The last comment in the
Should draw a
chat.
line of coke on each of the swords. It's probably not allowed. Yeah, it's a little dangerous. That's why I stopped the furry talk too, because it's like, well, it's YouTube, it's not Twitch. Can't talk about stuff like that on Twitch, or can't talk about that stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, you can.
Ah,
It's furry stuff.
not on this channel. No.
I'm just saying, furry stuff isn't necessarily sexual.
That's true. That's true, and that's fair. But if you have to make that disclaimer, it's probably not YouTube safe. That's all I'm saying. All right, one giant tentacle bugbear. Done. What time is it? It is 2 o'clock. Should I keep going? Let's do one more. Let's do one more. 16. That might be over. Let's check.
Reload.
But I already did that one. That's weird.
You're not deleting them?
I'm wondering if I'm wondering if some of these didn't get deleted last time. A catfolk Gansey? The Gansey. Oracle.
Oh.
Curse of the Cosmos.
Gonzi are like a plain touch thing.
Okay. Okay, so a
They have, like,
cosmic catfolk.
with a snake tail.
Is that your suggestion?
No.
Okay.
It's just
Oh, the
what
Gansey have
Gonzis have.
snake tails.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Except this is a bobcat. So it doesn't have a tail.
So you get the tail regardless.
With the flair for the flashy and dramatic, a bobcat with iridescent feathers colored similarly to a magpie.
That might be a bit hard.
I'm a little, yeah, that's a little excessive for me to do with a shitty pen. Oh, it's all right. Yeah, that's good. Feathered, iridescent feathers is basically just black feathers. So I'm gonna have to draw them as a single color. But catfolk, Gansey, Oracle, Curse of the Cosmos. That sounds pretty cool. I don't know what bobcats look like. Meh. I think that's right. First up is a talk. It doesn't have to be sexual. YouTube, just super sensitive. Yeah, exactly. Oh, weird. All right. That's a great painting. I don't know who did that. I think I don't want to do red. No, I'll do red. That's fine. I kind of want to go back to blue. Bobcats feel more like cooler colors. Especially if I want to do Cosmos, maybe I'll do darker purple.
Here's a bobcat for you.
Super poof face. Tiny nose.
Yep. Slightly pointed ear and mutton chops. But yeah, their Gonzi are like people who are related to proteins
Okay.
in Pathfinder. So they're like weird reptile-like people.
Interesting. Do you think the skunk ape was just someone's pet gorilla that got like escaped?
Well, I know this one theory is that it was like maybe like a orangutan that got loose.
I was reading something about language. They were saying something to the effect of like gorillas and orangutans are capable of learning speech. Because like I know there's a gorilla that did sign language, right? Like that's
Yeah.
fine. But like dogs can understand speech, so I don't know if that matters. Per se.
Some dogs can.
Some dogs. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, some dogs. There are definitely some birds that I would say shouldn't be kept in cages. You seen Congo? Oh man, so long ago.
Congo.
Laser
Also,
gorillas.
Yep. They killed a bunch of gorillas with a laser.
Yeah.
Made by written by the same guy who did Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, what is this, Ashy Brown? The skunk ape is a pet hamster? It was exposed to toxic healing vibes. That would be awesome, actually. Someone's hamster escapes and it starts eating the crocodiles, and then all of a sudden just becomes huge. What is the curse of the cosmos?
It's actually what Anagi has as their like subclass link. Branning's character.
So it like you lose your consciousness from time to time?
No, so
Or am I mixing up the characters?
no, they have something else. It's not been brought up, but I know the archetype that they took, so it's like I know that one. But the Cosmos curse is you like become enfeebled.
Oh.
And you begin to like levitate off the ground.
Just slowly start floating when you get weak. That's funny.
Yeah. It
Coco
also
the Gorilla
makes it
was a
easier where
scam.
people can.
He couldn't actually talk. His handler was always editing his signing videos to make it seem coherent. Interesting. I'll have to look that up. Sorry, say that again, Corvus.
Basically, it's part of the curse is where you're enfeebled and you just kind of start becoming lighter. It makes it easier for enemies to grapple you. So you take like a -2 penalty on saves against grapple, shoved, and other forms of forced movement.
Funny. So it's less that you're just like floating and you're just locked in space.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And you
cool.
get a lot of like cosmic powers, like red stars, interstellar void. It's the woodworm.
Voidworm from Pathfinder, one of my favorite familiar options. Okay, nice. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, you all captured one.
That's right. You draw chains lifting them up? More chains forming could indicate their mind being more and more feeble. That could be interesting. Genuine rules. It's genie rules. Ultimate cosmic power. Itty bitty living space. Gotcha. Okay. Slowly becoming enfeebled. Got it.
Yeah, I really like the time oracle.
Yeah. I tried to add that to finite. It just didn't. It never really came into play. He's supposed to like be shifting age all the time. I'm like, he's an elf. Like, I don't even know if he'd see it.
I mean, it's crow's feet. They also put one called Ash, which was kind of interesting.
You just like slowly burn away.
Kinda. So, let's see. Let me get to the actual stuff. So, when you like first take a point in your curse, you take a -1 penalty to all Constitution-based checks, such as Fortitude saves, and your speed is reduced by 10.
Oof.
Yep. But as your curse progresses, the detriments get worse, but you get like benefits in addition. So like when it goes up to the next level, you become concealed by all the ash that's kind of blowing around you.
Oh, cool. Okay. You're actually covered in ash. You're not like. I dig that. That is kind of cool.
Yeah. So it implies like the smoldering furnace of power within you begins to feed on your body and generate ash. So it's like you're kind of being eaten away from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Pretty metal.
Now, actually, you get some kind of ash-related spells.
Everybody wants ass-related spells. And with that, I think we're done.
Good douche.
I like this. This is a cool idea. A feathery bobcat. I like the Oracle. The Oracle's a cool divine sorcerer. I dig that. That's all I got. That's all I got. I'm gonna try to go work on a video this afternoon. I might release that tonight, or I might wait till tomorrow morning. But other than that, go check out some shorts. Go check out the Kitsune video. Share it with your friends. Comment on the video. Helps out the channel a bunch. But that's all I got. That's all I got for today. Hope you had a wonderful week. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. See if we can find anybody to raid today.
Shadow Legend.
Yeah, go check out the dancer class. That sounds fun. Other than that, that's all I got. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice at the table. Thanks for hanging out today. Thanks for all the suggestions. If your stuff did not get drawn, feel free to put it on the suggestions for next week when I post that on Monday. Otherwise, check out the Discord, hang out with us there, share your artwork, share your D&D character stories. That's all I got. Thanks again. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everybody.